Okay, so welcome to the new video. In this video, we are going to talk about that what are the topics that you cannot skip while preparing for the CSIR-JRF, because there are certain topics which are very important and you cannot like pick and choose between them. You have to do those topics for sure. So you cannot say that I'll skip this. So there are not many such topics, but there are 5 to 6 such units that you have to prepare, otherwise you won't be able to secure good rank and may not be able to uh, clear the cutoff, right? So for me, when I prepared, I made sure that I did those topics thoroughly, and I did lot of practice, lot of mock tests for that. Not mock tests, but lot of previous year question papers and lot of model question papers for those topics, so that I had a good grip on those topics, because those topics are very important for a student coming from a biology background, and you cannot basically skip those if you are going into research, because these are very basic needs of the research field. So you have to have those topics, right? Now, starting with this, the first topic is the unit 1, that is molecules and their interaction relevant to biology. So basically this topic covers all the replication, transcription, translation part, and all the proteins and all the molecules that are involved in that particular part. So if you see that, replication is the basis of a living organism, right? Without replication, without creating copies, living organism cannot sustain. So it's a very basic topic, and it's very important topic, and you cannot skip this topic, because if you don't know the basics of cell what happens inside cell, you won't be able to study biology, right? So this topic is very important from that point of view, and this is a quite big topic. It's not a very short topic, but see, it gets you around, if you ask me, that you will get around 2 to 3 questions in section B and around 3 to 4 questions in section C. So it will give you around 20 marks if you go by this topic. If you have good command on this topic, you will be able to get 20 marks. And also, not just this topic helps you in other topics also, other units also. It helps you understand other basic phenomena, right? So this is a very important topic. Then cell organization again is a very important topic. You have to have this topic in your preparation strategy, and you have to clear this topic, right? So cellular organization, as the topic indicates, is about cell, how the structure of cell looks like, and what are the basic theories behind cell structure of cell, how we found out how the cell looks like, and why it is in if it is in a certain way, why it is like that, why prokaryotic cells are different from eukaryotic cells, and how they are different from eukaryotic cells and prokaryotic cells and plant cells. And if you see, if all these differences are there need to be an explanation to those differences. You need to know why such differences are there in these cells, and you need to have very brief and very like crisp understanding of these topics, right? So after that, we have developmental biology. Developmental biology, if you ask me, is a type of subject which, if you like study once, you won't be able to forget in your life. It is a very logical topic. It's a very experiment based topic, and it has very less to cram, right? So if you are good at understanding, if you are good at comprehending things, and if you are good with logics, developmental biology is very interesting and is a very important kind of topic. So you should not skip this also. Developmental biology basically deals with how living organisms start from zygote and to a whole new organism, and how the whole process in between that occurs, right? How it decides, our body decides which cell has to develop into an arm, which cell has to develop into a leg, which cell should be developed into anterior side of the body, which should be the posterior side. All those things, that how life decides, how cells decide that what they are making, right? So it is about that, and it basically deals with all the signals that are involved in that, all the molecules that are involved with that. Then there is system physiology, animal and plant. In my last video I said that if you are from zoology background, you may skip plant part, and if you are from plant botany background, you can skip animal part. But if you ask me, when I did my preparations, I did not skip any of them. I come from zoology. I still did the plant part, because again it's like developmental biology, a very logical kind of topic. The plant biology, plant system physiology is very I can say, if you are good with 12th standard plant physiology, you will be able to comprehend this topic also. And then there are little add-ons to the what you read in 12th standard. But if you are good with 12th standard, you will be able to handle this. You don't have to be a student of botany in your graduation or post graduation, so you can comprehend this topic. And this topic gives you again a very good amount of marks, and because from this 2 questions in section C are definitely coming, and that gives you an edge, because the topics like C3 cycle, C4 cycle, glycolysis, all these things definitely come in your exam, and you will get a good explanation to that, right? Now the other thing that I think is methods in biology. Methods in biology basically involves all the recombinant techniques and all those techniques that you read in biotechnology, and biotechnology being the basis of research these days, because you cannot do research barring 2-3 fields in biology. You cannot proceed without molecular biology or biotechnology in research. So if you are going into research and you don't know, you don't have any idea about methods in biology, you are not going to do well in research. So that's why this topic is there, and again it carries a lot of marks. So you cannot skip this. And this again, as I said, recombinant technologies, electrophoresis, all those methods that we study in our masters or in our bachelors are in this, and you just need to know their principles. You don't need to know the protocol, what the protocol is and how it operates. You just need to know the principle behind all these techniques, like spectroscopy, gene manipulation, sequencing, how these things are done, what are the principle behind these techniques, all the techniques, and how one technique differs from the other technique. That's the basic thing that you need to know about this, right? So these are the topics that you definitely should not skip, if you ask me. Again, everyone has their own point of view, and everyone prepares in a different way. But if you ask me, I would suggest that you should never skip these topics. Ecology and evolution again carries a lot of marks, but my perception of these topics is, even if you prepare them, you may end up not getting marks, because the questions are very complicated. Sometimes you get like such questions that getting answer of those questions becomes very difficult, even if you have studied the subject thoroughly. So that's why I think that these topics can be skipped, but should not be skipped entirely. Little basic understanding should be done. So yeah, I guess that's it. That's what I had from this video, and you guys should definitely check these topics and see how you can prepare them well. So bye bye until next time.